Welcome back to the newsroom here at France 24. James Creedon is here with our daily dose of Media Watch. Good to see you,
Good
James.
evening, Laura.
Now, we're starting with something that's been called shocking, unacceptable, and all the rest of it. It's a soldier, a French soldier in Mali, and he's wearing some sort of mask, and people find that quite offensive, haven't they?
I'll show you the coverage of this on the computer, Laura. If we take a look at some of the headlines surrounding this photo, which has been called, as we said, shocking, appalling, unacceptable, according to the French armed forces. That is the photo. It shows a soldier in Niono in the north of Mali. It was taken by an AFP photographer by the name of Issouf Sanogo. It has been vastly criticized across the board, really, as being an unacceptable image. And some saying it was inspired by the war video game called Ghost. I think there's another name for it as well. I think it's a character in a video game. And the photographer has explained the background to this photo to AFP. We also got a chance to speak to him this afternoon. We recorded a little chat with him.
Right.
We asked him, basically, the first question we asked him was why he thought the photo had caused such a stir. Take a listen.
Why indeed? I've also asked myself this question. Why is there a controversy around this photo? It's simply a photo I took. I think it's a nice photo. The soldier did not have his mask to protect his face from a cloud of dust. A helicopter was landing. There was a lot of dust. So he took out this scarf to protect himself.
Right, so for Issouf Sanogo, this has been blown out of proportion. The soldier was simply trying to protect his mouth from sand or dust getting in. There was a helicopter landing. Of course, what you could say is perhaps he could have had a more neutral
I'm sure
scarf.
he's got bigger things to worry about at the moment, to be honest.
Well, I suppose that's the debate. You know, on the one hand, you have these soldiers travelling over, tens of thousands of kilometres. They're young guys out in the field of battle, perhaps being a little bit ironic about what they're doing out there. A soldier, after all, they're not out there to amuse people. They are trained to be in combat situations.
It's interesting timing, though, because right now you've got Prince Harry all over the British press saying that he's been killing Taliban militants in Afghanistan, and he actually compared it to playing a computer game. He said, I'm quite quick with my thumbs because I've been playing a computer
You see, what I think is interesting about all of this is we're getting a very sanitized version of what war is, especially in this Mali conflict. Let's not be naive. War is nasty. War involves killing people. And, what I think what the French army is worried about is this scarf he was wearing, let's show that image again, is indicating, I suppose, maybe what's going on the ground, that there is a certain amount of death and destruction going on at some level. And some of the headlines, here you can see...
You don't send troops in, do you, unless there's going to be death and
That's it. Unfortunately, it's the nature of war. La photo qui dérange is one headline, the photo that is upsetting people. We've been seeing headlines...
Which newspaper was that?
That was in Le Point, which is a French news weekly. And last week, we were seeing headlines such as this as well. Let's take a look on the computer. A war without images, and also this headline.
Oh, we've got some images now and everyone's complaining about them.
That's it. Algeria, Mali, a country without images. So there you go. Now we're getting some images, and those images are upsetting some people.
Just time to talk about Le Stench, I believe.
Le Stench.
That's how it's being dubbed in the British press anyway. A very smelly gas, which is wafting across the channel to England.
That's right. Now, this was a gas leak in the town of Rouen in northwest France. Apparently harmless. It's an additive you put into natural gas that gives it the smell. But people were being woken up in Paris overnight with this terrible stench. Let me show you some headlines on the computer, because the stench then went across the channel. Do we have this headline? The French stench. I'm not sure if we have that.
There we are.
The French stench. That's the Daily Mail doing what they do best.
Having fun.
And we also have various tweets under the hashtag French stench. I can smell the French gas smell in Turkey. So people obviously being a little bit rude. Another person saying, what would happen if I lit a match and threw it outside?
Don't do it.
Don't do it, I suppose. But some people were worried, and I heard a lot of people in the newsroom today saying they actually woke up at 3 a.m. with this terrible stink. And apparently it is harmless, but...
Really? Where were they?
They were in Paris. In the
really?
north of Paris.
No, they're imagining it.
You were fast asleep, Laura. Nothing will wake you.
Not that I was up at the crack of dawn, James. Now, it's 50 years, isn't it?
Yes.
Since the Élysée Treaty was signed, bringing France and Germany together after many years of war
Some
and
differences.
hatred. A few differences. Some people are poking fun at the ceremonies.
That's right. And picking up on the news story we were just talking about, let's take a look at this tweet online. As if, it seems to be some sort of what would you say? Hazard, kind of an accident. It smells of gas on the day that France is celebrating Franco-German friendships. That's somebody being a bit rude about the whole Franco-German.
Yeah.
And have a look at this Plan 2 cartoon on the front page of Le Monde today.
Right.
This is showing the sort of Titanic scene in a little bit less sturdy a yacht, and that is Angela Merkel and François Hollande in a lovely Franco-German embrace.
Oh, a nice squeeze.
But they're getting ready for the ship to possibly
I like François Hollande's hat.
capsize as well. There you go.
Off. Yeah. Oh dear.
His little naval beret.
The party goes on, and the family photographs, as they're called, as
That's
well.
it. A little bit less romantic than Kate and what was it? No, what you occasion? Kate Winslet.
Leo, yes.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Not quite the same.
All right, James Queen, thank you very much
Thanks,
indeed. That's it for Media Watch. Now we've got some more stuff from the internet, including how Twitter is helping to save the lives of homeless children in the Philippines. Here's Web News.